What's going on, everybody? This is Boots. Welcome to episode 1 of Boots Plays Minecraft. So that first episode we're going to pretend never happened, more or less, because the quality on it was kind of poop. Not that this one's going to be much better, but I have a much better PC now, and so everything should be much more wonderful. So this is a brand new world. The forest is on fire, so there's that. I've been working a little bit on trying to figure out what is going to make my channel a little more different than anybody else's, and I think I got a pretty good idea as to what I want to be doing, and hopefully you guys will approve. So per our usual, we're just going to go through and get some wood and get some tools and all of that good stuff. So I think what I'm going to do, as far as my channel is concerned, a lot of people, they'll talk about, like their video games and stuff like that, and what's going on with their life and all of that kind of stuff. And that kind of works for them, but not a particularly great orator. And so I figure what I'll do is I'll just talk about stuff that I like. And one of those things is I'm really big into MMA, and so I will be talking about stuff like what's going on in the UFC or Bellator or anything like that. And hopefully that'll kind of keep things interesting. I'll let you guys know what the story is and then give my 2 cents on it, and we'll see how that works out. And I think that stupid little thing has been up there for the whole time, right up there in the upper right. And okay, it's gone. Alright, so as we do, there we go. Alright, we're gonna get ourselves some tools. Yeah, so I think it was UFC 187, I think it was this weekend. Had Daniel Cormier and Anthony Johnson duking it out, and then we had, that was a really stacked card, to be honest, but there was Weidman and Belfort, which more or less ended up being kind of what I thought it was, with Weidman. Weidman is too wily, I think, to kind of fall into getting into a slugfest with Belfort. Belfort has hands like atomic bombs, and he only landed a couple of shots on Weidman, and you could already see that, he was starting to get cut and all kinds of nastiness. And then Anthony Johnson, Cormier, that was an interesting fight. I gotta be the first to admit that, I haven't really been much of a believer in Cormier, but, he's really kind of showing his mettle, as it were. And for me, it's almost like he kind of came out as an unknown, and then just up and decided. But he's an Olympic wrestler, and he's had really good success in other promotions, and so I don't know, it was just kind of ignorance on my point, to not really know what he's all about. Oh my gosh, this is very dark. hopefully I can find some coal here, you know, at some point. Or not. Maybe I'll just hack one of these trees down. You know, that stupid fraps thing. You know what? When I cut, I'm going to see if I can figure out how to get rid of that. I remember how to get rid of it, but then I forgot. You know, because that makes sense. Yeah. So UFC, that was a pretty stacked card. I kind of enjoyed that. And so now the news is coming out that Donald Cerrone is next in line for a shot at Dos Anjos for the lightweight title. And I think that's kind of cool. I really like Cerrone. He's pretty solid. Really kind of a no bullcrap type of guy, and you know, he said it a few times that, you know, if he could, he would fight, you know, like 12 times a year or something ridiculous. And so, you know, that's kind of a cool thing for me, is because, you know, like, there are a lot of people that, especially in boxing, that'll just kind of pick and choose their fights, and that's really, really annoying. What am I doing here? There we go. And, you know, like, I don't know. I kind of feel like that's bashing boxing, but, you know, like, I'm a boxing fan, or at least I was way back in yesteryear. And, you know, it's just kind of, it more or less died. I don't really know how else to explain it. You know, I saw like an article a while back about you know, the death of boxing, and, you know, like, the big argument was, all right, well, you know, who's the heavyweight champ? And I have no idea. And, you know, like, the argument made sense enough to the point where, you know, the other person in the article was like, yeah, okay. So, but then there was the Mayweather-Pacquiao fight, and, you know, that one, for whatever reason, that went out, or it took, oh my gosh, words. It basically transpired exactly the way that, you know, I had thought that it was going to transpire. You know, everybody seemed like pissed off that Mayweather is, you know, like, running around, and, you know, I guess it was, I didn't watch the fight, but my understanding is that it was a very boring fight, which frankly doesn't surprise me in the slightest, because, whoa, my neighbor's kid is freaking out. It doesn't really surprise me because, you know, that's how Mayweather has fought basically his entire career. He's never really been, you know, go after him type of fighter. And so I had a lot of people that are just like, Mayweather was running around and blah, blah, blah. And, you know, not a lot of casual fans really kind of understand that, you know, like, that was really technical boxing on his part. You know, and I think Mayweather is a douche, but he's very good at what he does, and so much so to the point that it's obnoxious. Yeah, and then dude made like almost $250 million. Like, what? $250 million? I think he's like somewhere along the lines of like 240 million dollars just for that one fight. It's like, come on. Who in the hell? And so, like, if I can, get punched in the face by Mayweather for, a few minutes, to make, $200 million, yeah, I would absolutely do that. I'd probably, throw in a judo chop here and there just to make things interesting, but, I haven't gotten any calls yet, so that's kind of sad. But yeah, so all of that was good. And then there's the sorry, I'm rambling, but there's a lot of stuff. There's like the whole John Jones nonsense, and like, I don't have any idea what the hell that dude is doing. Like, if you don't know, the story is that he was allegedly involved in a hit and run in which he ran a red light while he may or may not have been under the influence, and that's just kind of my speculation. I'm thinking that he's probably freaking stoned or something idiotic. But yeah, he ran a red light in Albuquerque, hit a lady who was pregnant. Obviously that he's not going to know that. It just makes the whole story even worse. Yeah, and so then instead of, like, manning up and going, oh, hey, crap, I just, ran a red light, and I just T-boned this person. Ooh. Ooh. It's a weird lighting glitch over there. I don't know. Oh, maybe that's not. Anyways. But yeah, and then instead of manning up, like, he literally got out of, allegedly, he literally got out of the car and ran away, like, on foot. Uh-oh. Well, that was weird. Yeah, he ran away on foot. And then, just to make things even worse, like, he ran back to the car and then grabbed, like, a fistful of cash and then ran off again. And so, I have a really difficult time feeling bad for this guy. Like, he had the coke problem. A few months ago, he ended up losing, I think it was like his Nike deal, for, some little nose candy. And then after this, just a couple of months later, he ended up losing his Reebok sponsorship, through the UFC. And, he was like one of their golden children or whatever. Hello, creeper. Can I hit you? No. Can I hit you? Oh. Oh. Well, that's sad. But yeah, he ended up losing his Reebok deal. Like Reebok signed him, you know, and everybody's like, "Hooray! He's the best thing since sliced bread," and all of that crap that is typically associated with, you know, golden boys. And then, you know, like this story comes out, and and then his lawyer was fantastic. Like, I don't know what in the world his lawyer was thinking, but he basically made a statement to like a local newspaper or something like that, that it basically said something to the effect of, John doesn't need to be worrying about this stuff right now because he's got a fight coming up. It's like, really? Really? That's what you're doing with this? I mean, God, talk about clueless. And, you know, it just gets dumber and dumber. And nothing that is taking place is helping this guy at all. The people he is surrounding himself with are complete crap. A lawyer, I mean, come on, dude. Like, oh, well, John's got to fight, so he's not going to worry about this shit. Like, come on. Like, he can't... That's a really, really crappy way to, you know, represent your client. You know, obviously I'm not a... Oh, he fell down. Maybe. Either that or he came out of the lava. Let me just put this right here. Yeah. But I mean, I obviously not a lawyer or anything like that, but I mean, come on, dude. Like, you... Ugh. Like, that whole thing freaking irritates me. And then people are, like, freaking out and crying about, you know, like, him getting stripped of the title. And, you know, as kind of a crummy move that is, like, it's really kind of... He forced, you know, the UFC's hand. Like, they weren't the ones who were, you know, trying to instigate any of this nonsense. And, you know, just over and over and over, this guy just keeps just screwing everything up. And, you know, there are people who say, oh, well, you know, it's because he's young and this, that, and the other. And, you know, and I think that that's a cop-out. Like, if you're in a position where, you know, you're going to be, you know, where you're going to be in that kind of spotlight, you know, I have a very difficult time saying, oh, well, you know, he's just a young kid, and, you know, that's the excuse for, you know, all of this problems. I mean, that's like, you know, blaming, you know, your kids' poor grades in school because, you know, they have ADD. And, you know, like, that's not how that works. You know, like, ADD is... It doesn't cause bad grades. It just causes a requirement for a different method of teaching. You know, like, I'm all kinds of ADD poster boy. And, you know, like, it really feels like a cop-out. Like, just plain and simple. Like, ooh, I need to get me some food. Ooh, maybe I can eat that creeper. Hi, creeper. You come play with me? You know, like, I really think that it's kind of a cop-out. You know, obviously, you know, like, that's in no way any kind of behavior that, you know, anybody should be encouraging. But, I mean, just sack up and freaking, take responsibility for yourself. I mean, it's ridiculous. And, like, it's not the first time that he's run into the issues with the law. Even before this, he had a DUI. And like a bunch of... It's freaking asinine, the kind of crap that this guy has gotten himself into in such a short period of time. I mean, I guess that's just kind of where I'm at. Like, sure, you're good at what you do, and that's all fine and dandy. You act like an arrogant twat. So that's a thing, I guess. But I mean, when it really comes down to it, I mean, just being a freaking idiot. Like, that dude needs... Whoa. Well, crap. I think I'm going to move away from this place. So, yeah. Let me, just a second here. Yeah, I know. Ruined all of that charcoal and stuff. But I'm just going to get the crap out of here. Yeah. Ooh, a squid. Alright, let's see here. Where should we go? Like, I really like these dark oak forests. The only problem with them is that, there is just no light anywhere. And so, it just... everything never goes away, and it's all there to kill you all the time. And that's kind of frightening. Let's see here. Yeah, let's get some sugar cane. Kind of in like a little swampy area. Whoa. I think this is where we're gonna go. Yeah, I think this is gonna be it. I think that, yeah. I think we do some, like, little houses in the face here. That'll be perfect. Alright, so, I am going to, basically dig a hole in the wall there, and kind of, set up camp, if you were. Ooh, and we got some sands and some clays. Oh boy. Yeah, so I am going to dig a hole over here, and I will be back with you in just a bit. Alright, so I just checked the time, and well, wouldn't you know it, I spent most of my time ranting about how John Jones is awful, and he needs to, for real, get his stuff together. But here we are. We have our nice little cavern thing. yeah, and I think this is going to work out pretty good. So, I spent, all of my time ranting, and so now we're out of time, and this is what I have accomplished. Very exciting stuff. I have steak. I don't know why my shift click is acting really weird. Anyways, so I am going to get some more stuff together, and then we will come back next time and do a little more looking around, do some mining, see if we can get some more iron, get some tools, and all of that good stuff. Yeah, so until next time, Feliz Nachos.